Next, I select one of the gradient stops. Then I go ahead and choose a color. I can choose any of these colors, but I want to use this one right here. Next, I select the second gradient stop. Then I go ahead and choose this color. Awesome.
If you are finding value so far, please give this video a thumbs up. It does help me out so that the video will be suggested to more people on YouTube and also benefit more people. Alright, let's continue.
The next thing I'm going to do is insert a circle. So I go over to insert, shapes, circle. Then I go ahead and draw my circle here. And I'll change the dimensions from here. I will make it 4.5 centimeters. That is for the height, and the width I will make it 4.5 centimeters as well, so that I will get a perfect circle. Awesome. Next, I'm going to go ahead and increase the shape outline. So I go over to shape outline, weight, then I choose more lines. I'm going to go ahead and make it 6 pt like this. Then I'll change it to a gradient. I don't need the middle gradient stops, so I take it off. Then the first gradient stop, I choose a color for it, and I'm going to go ahead and use this. I select the second one, then I go ahead and choose this. The type is going to be linear, and the direction, I'm going to go ahead and choose linear left. I'll reposition the shape. I duplicate it by holding down Ctrl plus Shift, then I go ahead and move it down so that it will be in the same line. I select both shapes by holding down Ctrl key on the keyboard, then I select the second one, and I want to duplicate it, so I hold down Ctrl key on the keyboard, then I go ahead and duplicate it, and I want to move it this direction. Awesome. The next thing I'm going to do is fill the shapes with some images. So I select this first one, then I go over to Shape Format, Shape Fill, Picture. I select from a file. I choose this one right here. I click on Insert. I'll do the same thing to the second one. Shape Fill, Picture. From a file, I select this. I insert. Similarly, I do the same thing to the rest of the two circles. Perfect. Since I'm modeling around a restaurant poster, I'm going to go ahead and outline my dishes. To do that, I'm going to insert a text box. So I go over to Insert, Text Box. Then I go ahead and click on Draw Text Box. I draw it right here. Then I enter dishes. I change the font. So I highlight it. I go over to Home. And I'll go ahead and choose Area Black. I'll increase the size. I'll make it 26. And I'll change the color to white. Meanwhile, I don't need the shape fill and shape outline, so I go over to Shape Format, Shape Fill, No Fill, Shape Outline, No Outline. Since I need the same style of text, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this text box. So I select it, then I press Ctrl plus D in order to duplicate. I move it down here a bit, and I'll change the size to 14. I'm going to go ahead and add a circular shape to represent a bullet. So I move the text here a bit. Next, I go ahead and draw a circular shape. Next, I change the dimensions to 0.4 centimeters for height and width. The shape fill, I make it white. Outline, no outline. With the shape selected, I hold down Ctrl key on the keyboard, then I go ahead and select the text box. I go over to Group, then I choose Group. And I'm going to go ahead and duplicate it to the number of times I want. By holding down Ctrl plus Shift, then I can click on it, then I move it this much. I duplicate for the second time, and finally I duplicate it for the fourth time. Then I go ahead and change their respective dishes. Next, I insert a rectangular shape. I go to insert shapes. I choose rectangle. Then I'm going to go ahead and draw it right here at the bottom. The shape fill, I change it to black. Outline, I choose no outline. Next, I go over to insert text box, draw text box. Then I go ahead and draw it right here. Then I go ahead and enter in my text. And I'm going to enter a phone number. I'm going to change the font, so I highlight it, then I go over to home. I drop down the arrow on the font, then I choose area black. I increase the size to 22. I center it, then I make sure it fits very well. Next, I go over to shape format, shape fill, I choose no fill, shape outline, no outline. You see that the text is now hidden. I go back to home, then I change the color to white. I'll center the text box under shape format, align center. Then I can move it up a bit with my arrow key. Awesome. The final thing I want to